So right now we have a lot of things that are still blooming here at Wales Park, and that is so great because it helps our pollinators really, fill up before they go dormant for the winter. And as you can see on this aster right here, there's a ton of bees right now feeding. They're just getting into each little area of the flower, and right there's a beautiful one. Even though it's kind of cold today, they're out and about. They're filling up with nectar. They're pollinating the plants. That's terrific. Now, if you look down here, we've got also this little prostrate aster. Now, this is a cultivar of Aster ericoides, or the heath aster, and it is got a pollinator on it as well. It is covered in these charming little white flowers from about now until frost, and it makes a beautiful ground cover. So even when it is not in flower, you just have this nice little ground cover that other things can pop up through, and then right now it starts blooming and it looks gorgeous. So this is a wonderful thing. We're going to probably plant more of this, and ground covers are very, very important. They're important for a bunch of reasons. One is if you think about things like bark mulch, things that we normally use as ground covers, those are great. But what if you could think about having plants as living mulch? So your bigger perennials grow up through these ground covers. And we have one here. This is Oenothera fruticosa, sundrops. This is a cultivar called Fireworks. It is a cultivar of a plant that's native to Maine. And you can see it's already spreading out its little rosettes, and this thing in mid-spring is going to have these taller pieces with beautiful yellow blooms on top of them, and it's going to be gorgeous. And meanwhile, it just sits here as these nice rosettes, protecting the ground from erosion, keeping the soil moist, and growing in community with the rest of the plants. Behind me here is a Prunella vulgaris cultivar called Magdalena. And again, Prunella vulgaris is native to Maine. Its common name is self-heal. And you can see it's just making these beautiful mounds of foliage. And in the late spring, it's going to get flowers like this one behind me, covering this thing. And then it's going to be covered with pollinators. It's going to be amazing.